Should we say it together? Hold me on.
No, because we're not.
Hold me on.
You
Hold
take
on.
it.
Are you having it together?
We're having a baby.
Confetti on screen. I hope. You know what I hope? I hope it's twins, mate. That's what I hope. If you're laughing on the side of your stupid ginger face.
Room 101.
Ooh.
Fingerless gym gloves.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you there, man. I'm there. The first one for me is 2020's slang. No cap, stitch incoming, drip.
Vapes. Like if you smell, like you say, a blueberry jizz or whatever somebody's sucking on, and you're like, that's been inside somebody's lung and come back out, and I'm smelling it.
Racism or nonsense and chip shop curry sauce.
Oh, you had me till the chip shop curry sauce.
So we'll keep the racist to the nonsense.
Just because they were attached to the chip shop curry sauce. It's a package deal.
This is the podcast that's going to send us down.
I'm Adam.
I'm Josh.
And welcome back to Breaking Beer Podcast. We have just returned from Nando's.
Hooray.
The high street lunchtime stalwart that is Nando's. Peri-peri Portuguese chicken. We're still wearing the same clothes because it is in fact the same day. At the risk of ruining the illusion as the last episode.
This might not be the last the one ahead of the last episode though. This one's going to go
I'm
out
not redoing the intro, so like you have to fucking live with it
in the near future. Enjoy your Nando's, mate.
I did. I was actually, for some reason, actually quite looking forward to it. I've got like my go-to Nando's order now, which is 3 butterfly chicken breasts, a couple of slices of halloumi, usually 2 portions of broccoli, some rainbow slaw, and a fried pineapple that they put on top.
And a Mediterranean salad.
Sorry, grilled pineapple. This week I tried the Mediterranean salad, as well, because that's all I'm going to eat today. And I did enjoy it, yeah.
It was, we took George with us. What do you think about the order, mate?
Poor guy had to make like 5 or 6 trips to get all his food to him.
Well, that is his job. There's just stating the obvious, George. So.
Yeah, but also...
I like Roy Keane. It's his job. That's what he's paid for.
Because you buy your £9.60 butterfly chicken 3 times, it comes on 3 massive plates with just butterfly chicken on it.
Yeah, it's probably way cheaper to get it.
There's got to be a way that you can bundle that shit together to make it.
There is. I'm just lazy. That's what it is.
So Adam paid for lunch. He put on the... he hands the phone over to us. It's like £60 and 90 pence. That's before we even put anything on. So we added it to George. George has like a 12 quid meal.
Treat myself. I've got to put up with you lot today.
Should we get straight to the comments, mate?
Let's go.
It's time for a YouTube comment from you.
It's weird getting here and having like real energy from food rather than fake energy from caffeine.
All right, first comment from Counter Steer. I don't like Prime, but at the same time, he's like a bottle cap or a piece of pocket lint thing is rich. You don't care about them at all, but you took the time to post the screenshot and talk about it on the podcast. If you don't care about something, you don't clown on it for your audience. Not caring would be ignoring them.
No, yeah, you do. I don't care about him. Is he still going with this comment?
Still going.
I don't care about him. I like the fact that was humorous to me, that I said I would rather drink my own grand's piss than Prime.
Should we let us finish the comment?
Yeah.
They might turn it around.
Sure.
Don't see many other YouTubers talking about brand deals they've turned down, even when they dislike a product. Why is this the first brand deal you decided to turn down publicly? Certainly not a thing to do with hating what's popular. Certainly not that.
What's this guy called?
Counter Steer.
It's not the first one I've
talked
about fucking 40 different brand deals that I've turned down. But, feel free to go and watch a channel where halfway through they say, this video is sponsored by Squarespace. Like, if that's what you're into, cool. I don't mind taking the piss out of brands when all they want to do is just hawk shitty products. Yeah, that's my thing, right? So, sorry about that, mate. Sorry it offended you.
Just can you bleep out the Squarespace bit in case they're sponsored the podcast.
All right, and last comment from Muktaputus. Dear Lord, and this type of BS has views. The world is ending.
Yeah, not a fair cop, mate.
Motherfucker.
I don't think that's wrong.
Well,
I'm sure he contributes a great deal to the world, though.
To the podcast.
I'm certain he does. Yeah, I'm certain he does something really valuable this time.
So, Josh, before we get into the main meat and potatoes of this podcast, you've got a bit of an announcement to make.
I thought you were going to say this was the main meat and potatoes.
No, it's just a side.
All right, yes. This podcast will have been pre-recorded in your ears maybe a couple of weeks ago. Fingers crossed.
In your ears, like a little mini men inside somebody's ear cavity.
Because should we say it together? Hold me on.
No, because we're not.
Hold me on.
You
Hold
take
on.
Are you having it together?
We're having a baby.
confetti on screen.
All right, yeah. So the significant increase in blood pressure towards my house move has been amplified, and I've been keeping a secret, by my wife being 8.5 months pregnant at the time of recording this. So if you are listening to this in your ears, we have welcomed into the world another baby.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, yeah.
Yeah, but I have to say Danielle is looking none the less sexy for it.
Oh yeah, you into that? Is that like a genre
No,
that you
it's
can
just
look
that
at?
it's weird because she's so kind of skinny. No, I don't say skinny, but she's so athletic that it is just like it's almost like she swallowed a fucking space opera or something. You know what I mean? Like straight down. It's just like
Wild, isn't it?
yeah. But I wish you the best with it, mate, and feel free to like put some stories up. Yeah, that's what I do.
What do you mean?
Like on the breaking beer. Like if I had a wife or partner and they were pregnant, if that happened, then I'd be
You'd
irritated.
like document the process.
I probably wouldn't post it. In fact, I definitely wouldn't post it. But I'd maybe make them think I was going to post it. Like, hey, darling, like, yeah, it's going well down there. Yeah.
Like, the last one with chaos, man. I'm just
What's
like,
up, Beard Army? Welcome back.
like I'm like half in denial. I'm like, because at the time of recording this, I'm still not in the new house, which is so we were on a side quest this morning before the Nando's. Adam and I went around the West Yorkshire region getting signatures on contracts, and he Adam was the one that's the witness to Danielle's signature. I had to get somebody else to witness my signature, and you came along for the adventure, mate, which I appreciate.
Yeah, man. Well, I thought that you came to my house to help me kickstart my car, which took 7 hours. So the least I could do is take 1 hour to help you like witness some archaic document. I thought we're gonna have to do it with like a fucking quill or like ink and shit. But I hope it gets sorted by this week. Yeah, just for your sake.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But yeah, that's the announcement. I haven't mentioned it before, obviously, because
Are you gonna make that a title? Yeah, like all the shit I don't want mentioned gets made the title. So I'm having a baby
with his
Boom.
face. With his
not
face.
with my face.
I'll do like a Tory Mike type edit where it's like you holding it and it's a little beard.
yeah. I'll sit in there like that. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's the. I don't know what else to say about that. You know, fingers crossed, all goes.
Congrats.
How you feeling?
Still some lead in your pencil.
yeah, still a bit of lead there.
Nervous?
And honestly, like
Prepared?
I'm not, because it's still technically a couple of weeks away on paper. What are you laughing at?
When George looked at you, because we like know that. Well, you know it firsthand, but like I think we can just imagine like the chaos that's about to ensue. You can get no sleep. It's going to age you another 10 years, which is great for me because I'm going to look younger on a podcast. But in contrast,
I think like the baby thing, I'm just sort of putting to the back of my mind because I'm still not in this house. Like that, the house is like the immediate obstacle, but to move into a house and then within potentially a week or two have a baby.
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking
and what
hell,
like we're
mate.
talking like minimum like 2 to 3 months, no fornication. You and Danielle should be like
Fornication's like least he worries, isn't it? Like just I thought you were going to say 2 to 3 months no sleep. That's at least going to be 2 to 3 months no sleep. What are you laughing at?
I just find it all quite
top
humorous.
shagger over here.
Not bad.
Any more questions on the floor?
I don't think a question, but they're like, questions, but no.
You guys have known if a fucking
I just know like that's why I'm
Is for the audience? Is it a boy or a girl?
girl. I have
Girl.
been blessed with another female in my life.
Got any names in mind?
Believe it or not, we haven't had any. No, it's been a constant battle in our house. Every name that gets put onto the table gets pulled straight back off again. So I'm open to
What's been
offers.
put on the table so far by yourself?
Emily, I liked Emily. I thought that was quite a nice name.
Emily. Hey, George knows it. That's the Bowling for Soup song. Classic.
What was the other one? Delilah.
No.
Hey there, Delilah. What's it
Just
like?
sounds like a biblical whore.
I was thinking yeah, the Tom Jones song. Forgive me, Delilah. I just couldn't take anymore. What else? Anything else? No, tank that, mate. You can't be calling her Delilah.
Honestly, every name. Where did we go last? When we were in Germany, I was going through that. We had an app at one point where we could like match names, and there was some fucking weird names on there as well, weren't there?
Yeah, somebody sent me a list of baby names recently for reasons unknown. But one of the standouts on there that I quite liked was Mallory. I think it's quite cool.
Mallory.
So don't nick it in case I'm never having kids. But like, yeah, feel free to use that one.
Mallory, Valerie. But yeah, honestly, we've got
Not
You're
Valerie.
not going for like a double G.
Yeah, that would be my temptation.
Like what? Georgina?
Gertrude.
Gertrude Gudgeon. She's never making out of high school. You could
Grace.
Grace is a good one.
Danielle sort of posed that to me. Like my first girlfriend was called Grace, and I feel like that's not quite
Yeah, maybe
Does
not.
Danielle
Like
know
Georgia.
that?
I don't think I was like, nah.
Oh, we'll just keep it. You know.
Georgia.
Georgia.
Georgia
Nah.
Gudgeon.
Fucking George. No, so we genuinely haven't got a name. Danielle's like got way bigger things to worry about than a name at the moment. Admittedly, we should really have had one good to go at the time of birth, but let's just see what
I don't
happens.
think is there a time limit?
I don't think
Once
so.
they're born, you can probably choose. I mean, like anything longer than a month would be a bit weird, but I
Yeah.
suppose you can take your time with it, right?
I think you're going to have to, aren't you? You've got no choice. But that's that, mate. I mean, like, that's a bit of exciting news for,
Well done,
for
mate.
us.
I'm proud of you. Proud of
so
you.
the next podcast you see me on, I'll be like,
The next podcast you see will probably not have Josh there. Because
Yeah.
you're cracking the whip saying I've got to come in here and podcast like by myself or something.
yeah, that's the plan.
We've got a guest lined up to take Josh's place.
I'm not doing it with my sister if that's what you're getting at. I'm being dead fucking serious. I'll get somebody else. Right?
Who have you got in mind? Who'd be top of your list to replace me? Obviously, a lot of people, but
We're talking about likely people.
yeah, people within arm's reach.
Right, my takeaway.
No. I maybe like
Ben Pearson.
no. You just depressed me, man. Maybe like I don't know. I'll go next door and I'll pretend like there's somebody, somebody next door.
Porridge Josh.
I get is it Matt?
Matt, yeah.
because he's American, so he sounds more interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe
More nice to listen to on a podcast.
We'll get somebody in. Yeah,
Just not your sister.
just not my sister.
All right, well, when you go away to America, I'm definitely not going to get your sister in either.
Oh, you feel free to do that, man. It's your funeral. I won't listen
Your
to it.
funeral. So, yeah, what's on the agenda then, Georgie boy?
Well, we were going to do an updated Room 101
Ooh.
this week. So we've got a few of our own. Well, I haven't, but you two do. And some from Reddit I've pulled, and we've got some from Instagram that we put out to the listeners.
You're very animated lately, George. I love it. That you can gesticulating quite a lot.
Yes, because I'm not on camera, see, so nobody can see it. So
I have a
can just
habit of
be
doing
as
it.
fabulous as I want to be. Should we start with your guys' ones, or should we start with Instagram?
No, start with us.
Start with us because ours are likely to be boring.
I just want to find the list that you sent us the other day in the chat, George, but I just can't find it.
Ones to avoid.
Yeah.
The first one for me is 2020's slang. No cap, stitch incoming, drip, let him cook, that kind of fucking shite. I don't know.
POV.
POV?
Yeah, they put that on like TikToks and Reels and stuff.
Does that just mean point of view? Is that
Yeah.
just like a norm? That's like
Oh, yeah, that's a saying.
That's
I know,
like an
but it's just
abbreviation.
annoying. It's just so overused.
All right, it's just like they use it too much. You know what any of those mean? What does drip mean? Drip to me is like a fucking idiot. Like my gran would say,
Drip
Adam,
is-
stop being a drip.
Yeah, that. But then also drip means like your fashion, like your clothes, fashion sense. So
yeah.
say someone's got good drip.
So they replace like
they dress well.
clothes, which is a monosyllabic word,
Right, here
with
we go.
drip, which is also a
Monosyllabic.
so it doesn't save time or anything like that. It's just like
What was the other ones you said?
no cap. You told me what that means. That means like I'm not telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. Something.
Yeah,
I sound really old.
I'm
as
not.
fuck.
I'm not bullshitting. Basically,
Yeah, stitch incoming. I keep seeing that like on videos mostly.
Lilo and Stitch, there's a new one coming out in there.
It's like
Seen
Stitch.
that? Lilo and Stitch.
What the fuck is it with you and Disney? You're like top tier, like first
announced
line of
loads.
like the next Operation U Tree when they go like raiding fucking shit celebrities'
What?
houses.
Hold on.
They'll be, "Oh, this guy watches way too much Disney.
Yeah, we pulled up at a school today and he started like sweating. Honestly, it's like, okay, I can't be within 10 metres of a school or a Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah.
It wasn't term time, so I'm all right. I think I'm not in contravention. I've got bail.
Maybe I've got kids and I'll have to
That's a
watch.
joke, by the way, in case anyone starts thinking I'm a fucking sex offender, which I am not. Let him cook. That's another. I get what that I can kind of put two and two together.
Let him cook.
That means like somebody's been. Somebody said something stupid, and you just kind of let them embarrass themselves, kind of thing. I don't know.
have you seen the reels where it's like let him cook, and then it's a transition between someone's like gym progress from being like skinny to like buff, but they do it like a skinny little Asian guy, and then it's like a big buff black dude.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's we just saying that's going in room 101 because I can't see any reason for that kind of nonsense.
I don't know, I feel like it's a bit pedantic, is that?
That's just you showing your age, I think.
Yeah, I just think you feel like you're a bit of an old man.
Yeah, but the purpose of language, of course, is to be understood. I'm a bit of a stickler for things being right and stuff, but
What was some slang
ultimately-
when you were younger, though?
Slang that's still used now. Like,
Well, that
mate.
may be out of fashion now.
Like for what, for example? Cool, right? Cool's one that stood the test of time.
You come in and say,
cool. No, don't say that, you tit.
Bleep that out, Josh.
Cool. Say, for example, cool, right? Is one that stood, because cool does not literally mean what it means. Cool means the ambient temperature of this room, but that stood the test of time.
Yeah.
And it kind of, it's not hard to understand. I feel like they're so convoluted now that like I don't understand what people mean when they say no cap.
Now that's turned into like cold. Oh, that's cold.
That's cold.
know what I mean?
No, that's cold. That doesn't. I mean, that's just merciless, like ruthless, brutal.
I would have thought so, yeah.
Another meaning, yeah.
But to be fair, like you use old terminology. I remember when I said I were in Germany and I said, look at these cats over here because I'd spent too much time with him. They were like, it was grinning, they were proud. He's like, did you say cats?
Yeah, but like I like bringing back old slang, man. Like I'm talking about like old slang is like that's the coolest shit.
Yeah.
You know?
When was cats from? When did?
Man, that's like a old school like kind of jazz musician term, man. Cats. These old cats. You know?
So obviously, George, you're the.
I'll let that go in because they are a bit
We
annoying.
get the animation on this one.
I was gonna just fucking strong arm you into putting it in. I'm saying it's going in.
And I feel like
Pulling rank.
I know what they mean, but at the same time, they are annoying, and I wouldn't use them.
Great. In that case, we're in agreement.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh, what's yours?
So mine, it's twofold. This is the people that wear them and the actual item of clothing itself, which is the fingerless gym gloves.
Oh yeah, I'm with you there, man. I'm there. We can't really defer
I'm
to
out of
George.
this conversation.
Yeah, he's
Well, you'll find,
just gym gloves in general. It should be.
yeah, like men,
What do you
women.
use them for? Like when you're lifting weights and stuff? Or
Yeah,
what?
so people want to do it I'm assuming, to avoid calluses on the hands.
Look at those are a badge of honor. You know,
Yeah.
somebody said to me very recently, they were like, "Your hands are hideous," and it's like the greatest compliment I've ever been paid. So you've got beautiful hands from that side, and then they're hideous.
I've always
Like,
wondered,
yeah.
you know, because you're circumcised.
Yeah.
Have you got a callus on your bell end? You know, from like, do you know what I mean?
Do you want to see?
No,
I'll whip out. You can see it. If you
I've
want to have a
always
look.
wondered, you know, people that are circumcised. I wonder if it like
No,
gets like a hard shell. You know, like your hands there.
no, but it does have an effect to desensitize you, which is why I'm such a fucking stud in the sack.
Oh, yeah?
Just don't get much of an opportunity to use it these days. Anyway,
So that's a no to the callus on the bell end.
no bell end callus. But to go back to the gym gloves, I agree with you.
All right, cool. Well, do you get what it is? Like, can you imagine how much of a pedo you'd look if you were in the gym?
This is dodgy.
Some energy in this room.
Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine you had gloves on that the fingers are cut off, like Tomb Raider.
We have to put
Yeah.
them in anyway because like they have a negative impact on performance.
All right, so Adam's the decider then if this goes in because I'm not one really to.
They've got to go in purely because like it's not even just a question of opinion. They if anything, they're going to reduce your grip strength, which is a bad thing in the gym. Put them in, George.
Have either of you ever tried wearing them?
Yeah, I actually used to have some back in the day just to
See what it's like.
They had like a grip, a wrist brace on the end of them, and I just thought these are terrible. They just make you worse at lifting. And the whole point is that you need to be at one with the iron, right? So that when your hand starts going like that, you'll know, George, from playing guitar. There's a not the same, but there's a
Your fingertips get
sense
tough.
of reward in the toughness. Yeah, it's like an exhibition of the fruits of your efforts. I feel very wordy today, you know, loquacious.
All right, Adam, what's your next one?
Oh yeah, shit. Forgot about that. My next one is actually on the same topic. Nice segue. Shit fitness influencers. I've put brackets, newfangled exercises and shit programs. The reason I get the feeling you're going to veto me on this, George, because I know you love watching like women squat in scanty clothes and stuff. But I saw not long ago, right? You know, my sister's not really trying, but she's kind of trying to get in shape and everything.
Yeah.
And she was following. I know she was following this. Was she following her or something? I don't know how I came across it, but I saw this video of a person who was sharing their booty routine. And their advice was to train specifically glutes, not legs, specifically glutes, 3 times a week. And the program was thus. It was something like it was like 4 sets to failure of about 9 different exercises.
Yeah.
So they're advocating doing that 3 times a week, specifically for the glutes, right? That is bad advice. That's like empirically, irrefutably terrible advice, right? And yet this person had hundreds of thousands of followers. So what I'm getting at is people that you might like a person. It's all right for somebody to try to give you advice or if they want to motivate you to train or eat better or whatever it is. But take them with a pinch of salt and don't listen to people just because they look like they're in shape. Also, this person in particular, I can't remember the name of the channel, fortunately, I wouldn't say it anyway, but she had an arse smaller than George, so I wouldn't be taking tips from her on how to develop mass in the glute area.
Yep.
So, yeah, just that. And people making up like stupid shit. Like, I got a lot of people, you know, when I posted that picture when I'd been getting splattered by Danny. And so a bunch of people, like, well, not a bunch of people, but maybe 2 or 3 people. One in particular, I remember saying, "Bro, what's your shoulder routine?" I don't have particularly like developed shoulders or anything, especially for a natural guy. It's hard to develop them. But I was like, 1 set of overhead press a week, and he's like, "Nah, come on, man, what is it?" And I'm like, 1 set of heavy overhead press per week, no raises, none of that fucking bullshit. Rear delt flies, yeah, and some mobility stuff, but just that. That's like, you don't want to be doing like 500 fucking reps an exercise, a workout, right? So just people that tell you misleading stuff, things that could be harmful, shit influence. Can we put those in or no?
I mean, what do you think, Josh?
You're in charge,
You're
brother.
the gaffer.
I know, but I'm waiting for you to sort of
No,
talk.
yeah, I
you know?
agree. Yeah, I think it goes without saying, doesn't it? There's a lot of people trying to sell. What did they say? In a town where everyone is blind, the one-eyed man is king. So that's that old proverb from Batley.
Yeah, just don't do that kind of don't do that kind of volume unless you're training for like Olympia and you're heavily chemically assisted. Those people that tell you that shit, get them in room 101.
I'm sure that can go in.
Yeah, sweet,
No
awesome.
problem with that.
All right, so I can't say I've put as much thought in as Adam has just put into his monologue that just there. Mine would be the new bottle tops on bottles of pop, where
What
it's
the fuck
attached.
is that?
That's so annoying.
The mini one. Does anyone figure out why they do that?
I don't know. All of them are attached now.
Yeah,
So you've got to like-
the
just
little
to
aren't
stop
they?
you from
Yeah,
using it.
We're
Yeah.
talking about the plastic ones that you unscrew, or are we talking about something else?
Like on a bottle of Coke.
Yeah.
And it's attached.
Yeah, but have you noticed as well that the depth is so that they're not as big as they used to be?
Oh, right.
They're
No,
thinner.
I haven't noticed.
There's got to be somebody Google that, man.
Yeah,
Google
go-
that, George.
Google that, George. Like, find out what's going on with the new bottle caps.
I noticed that the other day. Like,
I don't understand this. Why George's got a laptop in front of him and he always gets his phone out to Google
Because
shit.
it's slower.
that does look like old, man. That's like a vintage
battered.
Mac, man.
It's got like one of them stickers on from like CEX or, like one of them little backwards.
Why did they always used to smell? Yeah, we're going to like a computer exchange. They used to smell terrible. There's no excuse for poor hygiene.
I suppose like if all these CDs have come from people's scratty houses, not that everybody's scratty,
You just-
but if somebody's a scratter.
But you know what I discovered this week? Clothes freshening mist from Marks and Spencer's.
Oh, yeah?
Not sponsored, but I just tried. I thought that sounds nice. You know, when you're
You're doing your laundry.
yeah, and it's a bit skunked. Maybe like a jacket that has to be dry cleaned, so you don't wash it as much as you should. Good, works.
Nice. But yeah, I think those bottle caps that are just attached is like the most ridiculous shit.
It's for environmental reasons. So it's to make it easier for consumers to recycle drinks packaging in its entirety rather than getting separated.
Sorry, lad, we can't
That
put
don't
them in.
that don't make sense. Because like if you finish a bottle, you'd put the bottle lid back on and put it in the.
Yeah, you
If
would.
you've got common sense.
Maybe
Nah, yeah, but I
that
think a
does
lot. How many people are going to finish it in one go? How many people previously unscrewed it and just fucking lobbed it? And also, bring back fucking plastic straws. There was one video of a fucking sea turtle, and I love sea turtles. Got one tattooed on my arm with a fucking straw up its nose. That's like amount of ships I saw at sea just dumping actual oil into the sea. Not to mention all the other shit that's going on. A couple of straws ain't the problem.
Right, I think we can't put that in. Sorry, mate. Just for the reason it's environmental. Whether you say it makes sense or not, there must be some reason. I trust the guys in big business to make. No, I don't.
No, what?
I don't. That's a lie. But I just think because of that, we can't put it in. Also, I want there to be a higher chance that my next one's going in. So we can't put everyone in there, can we?
I would have put that in if not for finding out that.
Yeah.
I think. To be
What's
honest,
the reason,
because they
George?
are annoying, but
I agree. They're annoying. I didn't know it was for environmental
only
reasons.
slightly annoying.
I thought it was like some like cost saving thing.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Sorry to interrupt this episode. I just want to take a quick moment to tell you about our Patreon. As you know, we don't take on any old sponsorships around here. In fact, we've only done 2 in the last 2 years. That's why we need Patreon. That's where you guys come in. Each week, we do a Patreon-only episode. Fancy going to watch Kung Fu Panda 4? Yeah.
No, I'd just call you for that, dickhead.
I'm not shagging you. Anyway, George, as well as behind-the-scenes content from all our trips abroad, all the antics, and all the stuff that we frankly can't post on YouTube. It's a great community being built, and the money generated helps keep this sinking ship afloat. If not, George is going to have to go back to selling his ass for money. You get early access to every episode, and there's a Patreon-only episode with every podcast. Not only that, there's almost a year's worth of behind-the-scenes content for you to catch up on, and you can see all the antics that goes on whilst we're abroad. And you can ask us questions on our Patreon-only Q&As. All this for less than the price of a pint. Thanks as always for the support. Now back to the episode.
My final one is rewriting books. So I heard that Roald Dahl's, is it Puffin or Penguin or whatever, are reprinting all of Roald Dahl's work to exclude words like fat and ugly, which irritated me somewhat. Because I think people have the common sense to know that things are a product of their time, right? Also, there's nothing wrong with the words fat and ugly if they're written in a fictional book.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong. They have purpose. For me to say a duck is fat articulates well enough to people that is a fat duck rather than a thin duck. And that's not to say I would advocate calling a person fat to make them feel bad. Of course, that's bullying. But there still is a use for the word fat and ugly. Yeah. Right? So I just don't like the idea of like censorship and rewriting things which are kind of highly valued works of art in and of themselves. So yeah, I would like to put... I don't know if that's something can fit. It's kind of a bit abstract to go in 101, but I still don't like it, so yeah.
Are they replacing the words with like other words, or are they just getting rid of them?
No, well, it wouldn't. The sentences wouldn't make much sense if somebody said
changing the sentence,
was,
so it's not about that.
No, I think they're just going to replace the word. I would imagine, but I don't know what you call fat, like rotund or something. I don't know if that's any less.
Large.
There's an obese
it's not any
goose
less,
over there.
It's no less offensive, is it? If anything, obese is worse than fat.
Yeah, it's probably one of them where it's like technically correct, so you can get away with it.
Well, whatever. I think it's just lame.
Yep. What was you saying, George?
Yeah, I mean,
clean sweep for me.
I don't know. I mean, it's a bit of a shit one, that.
I don't care.
It's very niche.
What's three that are in there? What's
Are we saying it's in? Have you just agreed that it's
He's done it. It's gone. I did the thing and everything.
I think so, yeah. Because it's like modernising stuff too
All right,
much.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What's your third one?
What?
What's the third one? There's a weird energy in the room. That's Nando's energy.
Vapes.
Oh, yeah, man.
Right. So hear me out. I don't know why every kid nowadays vapes. We are going to sound old. But even those that probably didn't smoke previously, like smoking cigs and that, now vape 0% or like percentage nicotine. But like you go in any petrol station now, it's like a vape exchange or vape this or vape that, and like 15 quid. And like the like I'm pretty sure, I don't know, you probably should Google this, but I'm pretty sure that the chemical within that cannot be good for you. Because I've seen like the mass factories where they're building these, and it's just, you're basically burning oils and plastics within a throwaway thing. Find out if you can actually recycle vapes, because that'd be good to know, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
because if they're just like mass, they're just like what are they called, like landfill sites, are just filling up with fucking plastic.
I just think like that's even too deep of a dive to me. Like it makes you look like a bit of a sex offender if you're going around like if you've been a vapist.
All lads that
vapist, that's a good one. I don't know. It's just kind of a weird habit. So I'm not. If you enjoy it, I'm like. I don't want to put it in room 101. That's his thing. But I'm saying like when I see people inhale anything which smells, even if it's supposed to smell nice. A mate of mine, you get me on a rant now. He has this like really expensive like vapey thing, right? It's not like a normal one, right? It costs him like 200 quid or something for whatever. I don't know. You probably pay fucking Tetris on it or something. But like he'll sit there when he's had a few, right? And he'll be talking on it, and he'll just turn and blow at my face.
Oh yeah.
And I'll just be like, it'll be like blueberry fucking schnapps or something, and I'll just be like, because like
any public space, like no smoking, but there's people just smashing the vapes, and it'll say no vapes, but everyone just still does it. I've seen people doing it on planes, vaping on a plane.
Vapes on a plane.
I have seen vapes.
Who let these motherfucking vapes on this motherfucking plane?
But like, if you smell, like you say, blueberry fucking jizz or whatever somebody's sucking on, and you're like, that's been inside somebody's lung and come back out, and I'm smelling it.
I just don't want anyone else to foist smells upon me.
They can't be recycled because they contain batteries.
Yeah.
What if they don't like any? I'm not up to date on like I like my scientific studies, but I've not seen any about like the health implications of vaping.
Google that. Let's find out. Like,
are we too early?
No, we need to know. I reckon.
No, but we're too early in the kind of.
In the cycle of it.
Yeah, because they're only really become popular last 10 years.
I think they're going to definitely come out and be like, actually, they're fucking very bad for you. So what about popcorn lung? Do you hear that? When people like smashing the vapes at the start, you used to get popcorn lung, which I think. Fucking phone's buzzing.
I don't. There's nothing that like if somebody smokes or vapes. Look, it's not nothing to do with me. Then you don't have to do things to please me. But there's nothing that makes somebody more repellent to me than if they smoke or vape. Well, maybe if they're like racist or like something like that.
A racist vapor.
Oh yeah, man, that's like a racist vapor, and they wear like gym gloves. That's like a trifecta of like.
So the health implications of vapes. These aldehydes can cause lung disease as well as cardiovascular disease. E-cigarettes also contain acrolein, a herbicide primarily used to kill weeds. It can cause acute lung injury and COPD and may cause asthma and lung cancer.
Shit, I bet.
You'd have to look at the causality there. That's a Google stub, isn't it? But I can't imagine that there are any positive effects of them, and potentially there are negative ones. At the risk of sounding like old people complaining about shit for no reason, but I'd put it in.
Yeah, I put it in.
Fuck you. I thought you were going to say no, then I'm about to leave, I'm about to storm out.
Lose 30% of
I don't know
our
how I
audience.
couldn't put it in, to be honest, but yeah, sure.
Sweet. Well, that was a pretty successful one.
Yeah. So what do you want to do, George? Do you want to go on to the like? So we asked Instagram. We said what's
pitch
happening,
it to
Instagram folk.
and see what they were
And we
saying.
got many responses. You all right, lad? Your nan texting you. How's your nan doing?
Yeah, she's all right. Did I tell you what she was? My mum and my sister were away, and she doesn't really have anyone else, so I went around like 3 days on the bounce just to see her.
Oh yeah, we should have to see you.
Yeah, it's the only person that ever like I walk into a room and like my gran just wants me to be there. Proper, which sounds really sad, but she's always like over them. If I come see her, she'll be like, "Oh, you didn't have to come and see me." You know, I brought some fucking chocolates. She's like, "Oh my god, let me give you some money." I'm like,
They're always trying to give you money.
only person that wants me there for like me, you know what I mean? And she was just watching some shit on TV, Neighbours or some nonsense, right? And just shooting the shit, talking about old times. And fortunately, didn't go into too much detail about sexual history, either, which she sometimes has a habit of doing.
That's
so.
nice. I went to see my granddad yesterday. I forgot actually. A few people have commented.
How's he doing, man?
Want an update on
How's his fence?
the Great Wall of Cleckheaton. You'll be all pleased to know that the foundations have been laid at the Great Wall.
Yeah, nice.
Breeze blocks, I should imagine, we're going down later this week. So, you know, I'll get as much info as I can.
Is he still up for a party this year's Christmas?
Yeah, he's down for it. I got there, and like lads are like turning cement in the driveway, and I'm like, old man here, and like the one of like proper just. He clearly didn't finish school because he just like looked at me. So I'm like, is he in? And he's like, "Urgh." So then I walked in, and my granddad sat there like in what my grandma's seat is, looking out the window, watching the guys mix cement. I went, is this all you fucking do all day? It's like, hey, they're putting a good shift, these lads. I'm like, what's he just watching them? He's like, you know, I've got to make sure they do it job right. And I'm like, all right, cool, stick the kettle on.
He's so Yorkshire.
It
your
is.
granddad.
Bless him. But yeah, Kane's hooked him up at Travis Perkins on Ellen Road. He found it. He's got some bricks, so here we go.
Sweet.
Right, so humanity.
What? That's
That's the first one.
Call that name out. Who is that person?
Heavy.
G-
that me?
Adam Moran. Adam Moran. 1989.
GSI 1220.
I don't think we can be doing that, can we now? I mean, that's pretty clear cut. I get what you're getting at, but I don't think we can be putting humanity in room 101.
Cool. I'm in agreement. Slow walkers on the commute at train stations.
Oh, yeah. Slow walks in
Ooh.
general.
I've got another one that's similar to that, actually. I saw a real life day walker today as I was coming across the bridge, you know, where we park his cars. More information for people to decipher. And this giant human was there, head down like this on his phone. And I thought, this is going to walk into me. So he keeps coming. At this point, it's like 15 foot away. I thought, fucking hell, it's massive, this guy. Yeah, once lifted his head up. He got within about 5 foot, and I'm like that sounded like, you're like, excuse me! He's like, wow, sorry. Oh, fucking hell, man.
R.I.P. the audio levels there.
RIP headphone users.
Yeah. But with the caveat, it could have like some kind of medical condition.
I don't think slow walkers is bad enough to put in room 101.
Yeah, I agree. I think I agree.
Sorry, Ben
Keeping this lean
Pinkney.
today. We're getting straight in there, not fucking around.
Brussels sprouts, pasta, and Donald Trump.
Whoa. We're break them
Brussels
up.
sprouts and pasta are not going in.
I'd put Brussels sprouts in, but I still understand people like them.
Completely forgot. Can I add another one to my room 101? You just reminded me.
Go on then.
Just put it to the table. Sorry, you just reminded me of pasta. Mac and cheese. No. Mac and cheese is the most overrated dish probably ever.
I agree it's overrated, but it's not terrible.
It's fucking pony.
I don't know who highly rates mac and cheese. It's kind of one of those things that's enjoyed as like it's a cheap
exists.
thing.
Yeah, but it's not. Sometimes it's not cheap. You go to like a nice steak restaurant, like a side of truffle mac and cheese. It just tastes like fucking bland shit. I've never had mac and cheese.
You need to have. I think
fantastic.
you just had a bad experience with mac and cheese. I've had like some good mac and cheese. In fact, we were talking about that challenge a few weeks back.
Yeah,
the meter of it that was delicious. So for that reason, you can't have it in. And as for those, you can't have 3 anyway. But you can't get into politics. People get mad when like fuck it, I'll put Trump in there. Yeah, I put him in there personally myself.
No, you can't put him in there.
No.
Put it to the table. The man survived somehow. Somehow, a bullet missed him and did kill him. The man survived. He can stay. He almost got sent to room 101 legit. I'm not laughing at him dying. I'm laughing that he survived. It's quite funny that he might. Of all the people. Shane Gillis, one of the American comedians, got like a funny joke about it. He's like,
have you seen the one where he dresses up as him in this?
Yeah, it's class, isn't it?
Joe Biden as well. All right, next one. Cy Haynes says TikTok.
100.
Yeah, could get rid of that.
Yep, that's in.
No context,
whatsoever.
no annotations. Get it in there.
Someone else has put. Cy Jones also put the new plastic bottle lids that don't come off.
Ah, my man.
Last chance Ches says the BBC.
It's a bit archaic, isn't it? I reckon so. They're all nonsense. Allegedly.
You can
way
You can
to-
say it again.
Who's they are all?
Well, there's been quite a few nonsense at the
Yeah, but like
BBC.
you can't like. Do you realise the BBC probably employs like thousands of people?
All right.
You can't like tar everyone with that brush.
So they've all, a lot of them.
The principle,
Some nonce enablers though, aren't they?
the principle of it is. Not, I don't know why I'm defending the BBC. I could give a fuck. I don't watch TV. The principle of it, I don't like the idea that you have to kind of legally pay a license.
Yeah.
Because you introduce some red tape there to people. Some people might not want to watch the BBC, right? And so it's not incumbent upon them to pay a license. It's stupid. That part I agree with. And to be fair, like what they've done lately, you know what I mean? Anything good?
They do some good series from time to time.
Line of Duty was all right. Probably the last thing I ever watched on TV, actually.
Time with Sean
And
Bean,
even
that
that
was
ended.
good. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, I did see that, actually, yeah.
That was BBC.
But again, those are done by production companies,
Yeah,
so
that's
you
fine.
can't really give the credit to
Just
BBC.
put it through BBC.
Yeah.
I love anything with Sean Bean and Sharp. You remember those?
Nope.
You bastard.
You bastard.
Anyways, in fact, my barber has a picture of Sean Bean as Sharp in his
My auntie does as well.
barbershop. Yeah.
In her house, yeah.
I think this is kind of
She's
ironic.
so
He also has one of Mickey Rourke, which I realised after we discussed Mickey Rourke at length last week,
Yep.
or the week before. He's got, I don't know why, but Mike Mentor as well, he's got a picture of him.
So is that going in, yes or no?
What was it again?
The BBC.
I don't think we can
I'd
put
say
that.
no.
There's too many people employed. Look, the jobs would be costing all those people. You don't give them a job, but get your media, are you?
Yeah,
Fucking
but then
hell.
you get your money back on your TV license. So yeah, go on, send it.
I think George and I are saying no on that, mate. Sorry.
Oh, word.
Well, I don't know what you... Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
All right, next one. Vicky J. Harborn says, people talking on the phone whilst being served in a shop. Rude as fuck, get in the bin.
Yeah, I agree with that, I think.
I mean,
Although
that
I reckon he
depends on
does that.
circumstance.
No,
though.
I've done it a couple of times. You know, when like you get if I got an unexpected phone call, I do need to answer, and I'm like trying to buy something, I would just be like, "Sorry, mate."
No, I'd just call him back, I reckon, you know.
Yeah, no, but you've got nothing that's like 2 cents times. If you've got kids and shit, you're gonna be like, "What?"
No, you're right.
I thought you were gonna tell me something.
I'm joking. I get it. I've got no one. I see where you're going.
So, going in, no? I'd say no.
I'd say yeah, but you guys say no on that.
Circumstantial,
Nah, yeah.
All right, full English breakfast food challenges. That's from
100.
Seth Tranter.
Get that in the fucking bin. Yeah,
I'm not one to comment on this because I don't do them.
Yeah, he's the man.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's going in.
Too many of them around, man.
Taylor Swift says the Northern Original.
I don't know if you can put a person in there on the basis. I mean, she gives a lot of people joy, regardless of what you think. And I don't think her music is terrible. I just don't like it.
It's all
I-
to do with taste.
I read somewhere that she donated like mad money when she did a UK tour. She donated mad money to local authorities of the cities that she went to.
Yeah.
So like, for that reason, I can't say listen to her music, but I'm a fan for that.
I think as well, compared to a lot of modern artists, she's not a bad role model, I don't think, for young girls and stuff like that. Whereas there is a lot of artists that...
I don't really buy that whole role model shit. Like, who's looking at a person thinking, I want to be them?
Yeah, but if we've
when
got
you're a
Taylor
kid,
Swift, who's
like-
like, you know, that love story song, that's quite like a nice little...
Romeo, take me somewhere.
She
we
doesn't just
can
sing
be
about
alone.
sex and stuff all the
Yeah,
time.
and then
It's
you've got
just-
Nicki Minaj talking about a wet-ass pussy.
Yeah.
Like, which one are you going to go for?
Yeah, I get it. Well, people
Probably
think
not that one.
women think that's liberating these days, which makes me laugh. But Has anyone? Sorry, this is not totally. It's not a different topic. Has anyone seen that? Do you remember we were talking about that American person who interviews people in like a really kind of deadpan way a couple of weeks ago?
American.
Yeah, she's American. She interviews people. She's kind of like slight brown hair.
Yeah. She did like Drake and that.
Yeah, but she did somebody else. I don't know who it is. A woman who's like a musician. I don't think it was like.
Oh, she said you're a musician, and she got offended.
Yeah, because she thought she said magician. Well, she didn't even think she said it. She didn't know what the word musician meant, despite making music.
Yeah.
But was that real?
Yeah.
It was real.
I think so, yeah.
She said, "Oh, you need to see that, Josh, man. You Google it. Like, I can't remember who was it. Who was she
I don't
interviewing?
know her name.
I'll find out who she is.
Because she like calls herself an artist or something like that.
Yeah.
And then she says, yeah, but you're a musician. Because you play music. And she's like, I ain't no musician.
Yeah. Well, like I do magic.
It's like, no, that's a magician. You're a musician.
Right, so she's called Bobby, I think. The lady's called Bobby.
Is this that like little awkward sort of blonde lass that
Yeah.
she's just dead awkward?
I
But
thought
like
she-
that's her shtick, is like being super just awkward and a bit strange. Like it's an act.
I don't know. Like I don't know what I've seen that and maybe one or two other things that are in it, but like it's.
Oh shit! It's took me to TikTok.
I don't.
What do you know?
That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician. What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What's a musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician.
I-
I make music. I make
I-
music. And that's not all I do. I make music, I act. I'm a TV star too, a young model.
Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know.
I-
You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the fuck.
See, that's what I think you think I said. I said
I
musician,
think
not
what-
magician.
I don't think, baby. I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think.
Too right, you don't
You
think.
think.
I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby. I do music.
So you just really quick, for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So in other words,
Yeah.
you're a musician.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
It can't be real. It can't be real, man.
I think she got halfway through that. She was whispering on, and she realised, shit, I fucked this. But she's like, not pulling that out.
Fully committed.
Yeah,
That was like
I'm a
scene
film
from The
star, baby.
Office, that.
That's class.
All right, next one. Cat C95. I don't know, probably racism or nonsense and chip shop curry sauce.
Oh, you had me till the chip shop curry sauce.
So we'll keep the racist to the nonsense.
Just because they were attached to the chip shop curry sauce. It's a package deal.
This is the podcast that's going to send us down. Fuck's sake. Obviously, we'll keep the chip shop curry sauce. The rest.
Is that it? Are we done for room 101?
No.
There's a few more.
Oh man, I thought it was like another.
The mic type says Bradford, or is that too harsh?
Send it, man.
I'd
No, you
send
can't put Bradford in there for
Get
Christ's
it
sake.
in.
The city of
He
culture.
lives in Bradford.
Throw away the
no.
fucking key.
He lives in Bradford. Lad, I drove through there yesterday.
Nah, you can't be
It
putting.
was like The Walking Dead, mate. It was honestly,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
if you go past Alhambra, where is
man.
it? You know, if you go past the Alhambra and up the hill and like, round that little bend,
Yeah, it's horrible.
it's like no man's land up there.
Everything's just abandoned buildings and
Yeah, honestly.
But what I'm saying is
weeds
you
growing out of them.
can't put like a city in with history and stuff into room 101. Can you?
on,
You could probably put Milton Keynes in there because it was made in like 1950 or something. But you can't put Bradford in there. For Christ's sake,
I think
man.
we're outvoting.
I
you.
think we're
you can.
outvoting.
keep
Well, I mean, like my vote probably counts for at least 2. So like, shut the fuck up. What's next?
Alex, Bradford City, says MGK.
Oh, that's a nice segue. Bradford City. For me, yeah, I'd be putting Machine Gun Kelly in there like all day.
He's a magician. He's a film star, baby.
He is magic in the sense that I never knew music could be that bad. So
Are you just a hater? Like, you not just not think he does all right with some bits?
no, and he also comes to like I'm not digging him out. I don't know enough about him, but like I just don't like his music, and you like him, so I've got to hate him by it.
I don't like
by
him as a
pro-
person,
by
but I don't mind
default.
some of his music.
No, his music's awful, man.
Bin.
Sorry. Bin, yeah,
No,
bin
that's
for me.
not fair.
outvoted.
If Machine Gun Kelly's going in, he's going in with Bradford. They're all going
Yeah, I'm in agreement with
That's
you.
not all right. Well, okay, you put Bradford in. That was my
Bradford
decision.
and MGK going in.
Right.
How many more of these we got, man?
in. Enough, fine. Well, you got somewhere
No,
to
I just
be.
thought there might be like a next
Well,
part.
we've got next bits. How long are we going for, George?
44 minutes.
Shit, we better crack on.
See, that's why I was looking at my phone.
I'll do a couple more.
All right.
John Boy, 1845, Fredo bar inflation.
I think inflation itself is the reason why Freddos are now 65 quid, and not just Freddo inflation.
Yeah, I don't think that's Fredo's fault. You know, I think he tried his best to like.
Yeah, the frog
bust
tried to keep
inflation,
it back, but
you know, times are hard.
The Otterson Panic says the animosity toward the Joshes in the videos.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
we wouldn't have what to moan about that if we didn't get that.
Good point.
I admit they have lost a bit of sleep sometimes over it.
That's wet, man. It's weird that you care like what people think.
That's going in. Fredo bar inflation, is that going in?
No, I don't think
I
we,
don't
because
think so.
well, I mean, that's just you'd have to put inflation in, which if you know anything about economics, that can't work, can it? And we can't put Fredo in because it's probably not his fault. Like he's kept it low for decades, man. Can't help it. Can't help it. Oh, but plus, who's buying a Fredo bar?
They were nice back in the day.
Yeah, to be fair, I used to
I
eat
had
them
one for a
sometimes
long time.
on the way. You know, if I need a warm up on the way, like a food challenge, buy a little Fredo bar.
Yeah, I've seen you do that before. I do rate
Did you ever have an Echo bar?
I don't think
remember
so.
them?
You'd have to like explain what it is.
They
to
don't
me.
make them anymore. But
Must have been powerful
they were
then.
top tier.
Yeah, but they don't make them anymore.
They were great.
I'll
Anyway,
take your word for
we'll
it.
call this one the last one.
Okay.
Huggy Hallam says the Beatles.
Oof.
That's not going in for me.
I mean, I don't really like the Beatles, but I mean, I was in Liverpool a couple of weeks ago, and it's this fucking Beatlemania still. Like people outside that statue of them. That's why.
I think actual people from Liverpool aren't that arsed.
No, I agree, but like,
More like that's their claim to fame.
I don't know what it is about the Beatles that people kind of like love so much,
I
really.
think-
But maybe it's just me.
I think it's more the time span that they were actually together and the amount of songs that they've written that are still used and popular to this day is just like there's nothing to compare to that.
I'm not going to criticize a band like that. I'm just saying I'm not a huge fan, but we can't put them in Room 101. Also, you know, it does wind me up about the Beatles. Even though it's like Twist and Shout is it's La Bamba,
Yeah.
and like nobody like mentions that was like a Richie Valens song, and they just like nicked it. Well, like, come on.
I don't know. So, but sometimes, well, MGK nicked Country Road, didn't he? So
What a
is
tune.
it that kind of thing where it's...
No, they nicked the song, man.
Did they actually nick it, or is it like a...
They nicked it's the same fucking
License.
song with different words. It's like me at Christmas time, right? But I at least say I nicked this.
Every band that ever plays Twist and Shout always mixes it with that song as well.
Yeah, because it's the same
Because
song.
it's the same song, yeah. What do you think of the Beatles?
I couldn't give two flying fucks about this conversation. So will you boys do whatever you want? I'll vote with you.
All right, not going in.
I don't think we can put the Beatles in.
Okay, that was Room 101.
The fucking Beatles.
I think they're a fantastic segment.
Good that. Still had loads that I didn't read, to be fair.
Rice pudding's
So
nice, isn't it?
can read some more on Patreon if you want.
We could do, yeah. Let's go. We could do that.
Should we do the big fact hunt?
Yeah.
I think we had too much Nando's, man.
I feel good.
I had too much that chili jam and the pineapple on top. Sugar going to me.
Okay, what's first question?
I'll go first this week.
Okay. In what year was the first iPhone released?
Ooh. 2000 and... How long
Correct so far.
How long are you at school? High school for?
How long was I at high school for?
I think it was 2004.
That's the final answer.
Yeah.
You look poised, ready to steal it.
No, I was just interested what the answer is. I would have guessed a bit later, I reckon. Is
A
it
little bit later.
2006?
7.
Ooh.
Really? Yep. 2007.
Feels like it's been...
That is right, yeah. No.
It almost feels like it's been longer than that, though, in a weird way.
Well, like Max and stuff like that came out before that, I think.
So I was trying to suss out. I got 5 foot that up. I was at high school, but I tried to go back to like primary school for some reason when I was doing maths.
The math wasn't mathing.
Maths did not math.
All right, Adam.
Yes, bro.
What company was initially known as Blue Ribbon Sports?
Nike.
Fucking hell, what has he got my
answer.
question?
When did they change the name?
I don't know. If you
That's a
listen,
long time
read Shoe Dog. It's a good book, actually.
Shoe Dog.
Yeah, it's about how Nike was brought to life by what's the guy? What was the founder called of Nike?
Steve Nike. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know how I know that. I just read it somewhere.
Good book.
Nike.
Do I like? So I get.
You move up.
You move up.
Are we leveling now? I reckon we are.
I don't know.
I think we are.
I have no idea.
Wherever
It'll
this one
show on
lands
screen.
in the
Yeah.
in the schedule, do you know? Because this is the unknown episode of wherever it happens.
Yep.
Should we, before we finish off, should we do a beard challenge rewind?
Oh, the old beard challenge rewind. Have we got a jingle?
That's easily the shit. It's easily the shittest of all the jingles. It's
Right.
even shitter than
I'll
one
have a
about my
rethink
sister's
of that
sex
one.
life.
This shit than what?
Which one? This one?
Sister beard, sex life tales.
Hack tour. All right, so the challenge that I picked out this week, Josh, if you want to look at the notes, there's a link on there.
Yeah, I've got the one man versus every Domino's pizza challenge
Oh,
with the
Jesus
old.
fucking
Look at that! That's an old. That's a throwback.
Old video.
I'm like eating them. I'm eating some like.
It's like a news report.
Yeah, sorry. Didn't have enough money left over for a slick cinematic intro this week. I'm just kidding. But if I have any chance of completing this challenge, I'm going to need to get stuck into these things while they're still piping hot. Anyway, what's up, Beard Army? Welcome back. And
Alright,
if you
fucking
like
turn this
watching
down.
This is like nostalgic. This.
menus worth of food, then you're in the right place. So think about subscribing. Mull it over.
That's my friend.
Ruminate on it all.
Ruminate. Today's video does exactly what it says in the tin. One man.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
It's mad that I actually. That wasn't like an every. I must have thought that was going to be a banging video or something because I would never say like subscribe.
So was that...
I can't believe people like watch
Why?
this still. They complain about the crew videos. It's a single camera angle of you just eating little pieces.
Canon always looks better though, but
Was that during lockdown then?
must have been, yeah.
No, you did a lot
Oh,
at
was it
home.
before then? It was just when I used to shoot stuff
Yeah.
at home. Soul destroying that shit, man. George, there's supposed to be like the restaurant once there's a whole story. Not a story behind that, I just ate some pizza. But I remember getting a bunch of grief because I wanted to order every pizza on the menu, right? So obviously I didn't get like 14-inch pizzas. I got the personal, like 9 inches.
Yeah.
And was, oh man, and I still don't think I managed to do it.
No, you didn't
Did
do
I
it.
come back and... Was that one where I came back and tried it the second... And just left... Oh no, I just didn't do it. the Zangief outro thing. Yeah. Quite
How many
glad.
did you get through in the end, do you
I have
think?
no idea, George. I try to forget videos like that, to tell you the truth. They're not like what I like doing. So...
That's like the worst rewind ever.
So you won't reattempt that ever?
No, just in future, just pick the ones from restaurants because at least there's a story to tell you. And I'll remember parts about it.
Right, well, no clip out of that one.
You've just had to
Cheers.
he's had to look back at his old life there. The old house.
Yeah.
The old house. That was the house before the last house. Now he's in a different house and hopefully he'll be in a different house again soon.
Was that the house where you had like your own sort of room
No,
for stuff?
that was the house after.
Ah,
Yeah.
all right.
But luckily he's still paying for that one. Who needs enemies, eh?
I hope. You know what I hope?
Don't
I hope it's fucking twins, mate. That's what I hope. If you're laughing at the side of your fucking stupid ginger face.
Speaking of stupid faces, have you seen Paddy the Baddies like before and after from his UFC
No, did you
fight?
just get like? Did he put on lots of weight?
7 days though. Like I was like, whoa. Let me show you this.
A lot of people. I mean, it's not new to me. Like I used to see bodybuilders at the gym I train that do that all the time. They'd come in like,
Yeah.
they like in 3 days, they would be like 20 pounds heavier. And it was all like fat, really.
So it's like it does like a 7 days, from the UFC fight.
Yeah.
So he goes on holiday for a week, comes back, and obviously he cuts bags of weight for the UFC. So like, just look at his face there, then it should cut to the next one. But obviously they cut loads of water weight, so you can see he's like really drawn out in the cheeks. But he basically gains all this like water weight back on his face. That he calls himself. Is it Chris Griffin from Family Guy? It was like a little like Chris Griffin from Family Guy. He's still got abs and that, but he's got this round, like blown up face.
Yeah, well, when you go through a long period like that of calorie restriction, you're ever more susceptible to like, especially when you're depleting like water and everything else. Yeah, oof.
It's crazy, that, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, it's part of the That's how it works, man.
That's the most extreme that I've seen of like a fighter, sort of reloading.
But he loves his food, doesn't he? So like,
Yeah.
that's gonna happen. I mean, it works for him, doesn't it? So like,
Yeah, he's making it work, isn't he? What's next, George?
Well, we've hit 54 minutes. Shall we wrap up on a fest
Get on
bit?
to Patreon.
do you want me to, like, just in the spirit of Fest Bit, do you want me to tell you something which I forgot to send in the chat?
Go on then.
So
Does it require the jingle?
No, it doesn't require the jingle. I do those cameo things where people give me like a happy birthday, merry bar mitzvah, whatever. Well, I got on the other
Bar
day.
mitzvah.
I've had a couple of weird ones like, can you console me because somebody's died, or like I am dying, which I try to do my best with, but I'm really not the man for that. You probably need some kind of training to deal with that, right? But I've had a couple of weird ones, but I got arguably the oddest one so far. I'm not going to say the names, just in the interest of protecting these people. But it was from a husband, or certainly people I don't know if they were married, right? Two people in a relationship, man and a woman, right? And the man has got the cameo greeting message for the woman. It reads thusly: odd request, we are spicing up the dating game and going swinging to a bar named Tilt. I probably fucked it there by saying the bar.
No.
Whatever. This weekend, hoping you can give us some cheeky UK advice for approaching another lady together. Never back down from a challenge, no matter the odds. Love from a certain place in the world. So, I don't know if I got that wrong, but I took that to mean that that's a so far monogamous couple trying to pick up somebody and make it like a polyamorous thing.
Yeah.
So it made me deeply uncomfortable, but...
So what did you say in the video?
I wanted to decline it at first and say, I'm really sorry, I'm over my idea, but in the end I just said, like, maybe I could do some positive here. I said, maybe consider it twice or three times, or you've probably done that already a fourth time, because I'm telling you to, before you do it. Because every TV show I've seen where people dip a toe into polyamory, it ends badly. And second of all, if you do want to meet somebody, just be like respectful, and I suppose other than that, just be charming like you normally would be on a date, but you've got your wife there to bail you out if you say something stupid, so...
That's what you said?
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then at the end I said, let me know how you get on. I was like, no, actually, no, wait, don't let me know how you get on. Just like, try not to get herpes.
I thought you'd be
Bye.
like, don't stop eating until the job is done. Good luck.
No, I didn't really want to encourage him, but I thought, like,
How very...
what on earth?
That must be such a
on-
weird dynamic going on a date with your wife next to you.
Yeah.
Like, man, I think I'm realizing with old age that I'm not traditional in many respects, but when it comes to
Maybe that's what you're missing out on. Maybe you need a bit of
relationships.
swinging, mate.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Go on, yeah, get a bit of
There's
swinging.
not a cat in hell's chance. Like, I would ever. It's hard enough with one woman. Let her know. That's not a sexist thing. One partner, right? Let alone other people in there. Like, can you imagine?
No.
I could not even imagine. Can you imagine? Like,
That'd be such a good story if you did imagine it.
he's
and
kind
do
of
it.
got like, he's got it made there, doesn't he? Because he's, I suppose, at least it's another woman that they're approaching,
Ah, yeah.
not another man.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, do you see those documentaries? I saw one, and it was like it was soul destroying. Like, poor women like seeing their dudes with like some other guy, and they clearly don't like it, but they said that they'll agree to it. I'm like, man, is it that hard? Like, can you be that greedy in life? You know what I mean? Like, and coming from me, that's a big deal, right? Like, I'm pretty greedy, but when it comes to stuff like that, you just say like, this could probably hurt my partner's feelings. Maybe I don't need like to sleep with somebody else.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, maybe you need to be single, right?
Yeah, true that. What are you saying, George?
What?
You could get into this, into a bit of swinging?
Could I get into
Oh,
this
it's a bit
swinging?
like,
No.
more than one person in the bedroom?
No.
Come on,
I'm impressed by George.
two people to disappoint.
Yeah, you got that, and you like, I mean.
No pressure. All right, yeah, well, fair play to you, mate.
But like, I hope it goes well for him.
If you want some more dating advice
Wonder
from
if-
Adam, just get on this Cameo.
reckon they
Got a
review-
selfless plug there.
I reckon they've reviewed me on Cameo. I wonder how well it's going. Maybe they'll drop me a message on Instagram or something and say like,
I hope not.
Should we finish on Fest Bit?
Yeah.
I'm 51 and I have absolutely no idea how boats float. They're huge and heavy and often made of steel, and they should sink like a stone to the bottom of the ocean, and for some reason they don't, and it baffles me. I've been meaning to look it up since I was 12.
Yeah, fucked. It takes longer to type that fucking message than it does to go on Google. Water displacement. Done.
Water displacement.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
basic physics.
Definition of water displacement.
The
It's just physics, isn't it?
Yeah, just the water has been moved.
Has been moved.
It's been displaced.
Okay.
If the water goes inside the boat, it will sink like a fucking brick.
Yeah.
But it's a bit like if you're in the bath and you put a cup in the bath. You try to push it down, it pops back up. It's exactly the same thing.
It's not a bit like that, is it? It's exactly like that.
Exactly.
Your dick's float in the bath.
What?
Dick's float in the bath.
The fuck
How many
should do.
dicks?
They're attached to you on there. How the fuck you know? You've like lopped it off and see if it'll float.
No, but if it's a fairly shallow bath, it will just float to the top.
Have you seen the memes where it's like two rocks in a cave and there's like a little rock in the middle? It's like, looking down in the bath. It's still up. You know what I mean?
I never get in. I don't remember last time I had a bath.
No?
Honestly.
been a
Probably when I
long
was playing
time
football or
well.
something.
Yeah, you get in after.
Kind of got to get in there, get it all off. Like, it'd be over a decade since I had a bath, I bet you. An actual bath, like I would have been submerged in water, like in a swimming pool or something. Maybe. At some point, or the sea.
I can't
But
imagine
an
you just
actual
chilling
bath.
in a bath, though. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I actually, that's a lie. I went through a phase of doing it, but it was a long time ago now. Yeah.
All right, next one. I regularly catch up with my ex for lunches, dinners, and shopping. We buy each other gifts at Christmas and birthdays. My current partner of 28 years can't stand him, has no clue that my ex is my best friend.
What the fuck?
That's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, strange. 28 years, and he's been putting up with that.
Were you saying you're going to keep in touch with her? He's looking for something to stab me with.
He'd be laughing to the side of his face when his baby comes out with a full fucking beard going, who's gonna
Like, you're shooting Jaffas, man. There's no danger of that. Man's firing blanks.
Thankfully, yeah.
Oh, dear. Yeah, quality. What a fucking bell end. Anyway, should we go over to Patreon?
Yeah, let's move over.
It couldn't get any, I think we peaked, mate. Like,
That was a joke. I
was a
don't know
good
if it's because I've eaten. That felt like it was better than usual. I'd done it like Dave Clifton from Alan Partridge. And better.
right, if you want to join us on Patreon, if not, we'll see you next week. I might not be here, but Adam will be. And George. Wish me
See you
luck.
there.
Fuck, how are we in here like when he's not working? I don't get that. We need to figure out something to bring in, man. Can you just like get on and get like some really, really, really attractive actress or something like actor to like come on and like just sit across from me?
Because I know a lot of those.
No, I just mean that you could Google it and like use to get your media budget to buy one. Not buy one, like hire one for the day.
Have you cut at this point, by the way?
Probably should have done. I hope so.
Who knows?
All right. Bye.